All right, good evening, you guys. Welcome to the Mucky Duck. We are going to be, we're glad to have you. My name's Owen Temple, and tonight there's a special. If you pay your tab partly with Tootsie Rolls, your bill is doubled. It's just a special promotion. Be playing you songs that are not scary at all, mostly love songs. Stuff I love, even if they're love songs about bars, it's still a love song, you know? Here's a song, it's brand new, called Ain't We Lucky? Woke up this morning, that was real good luck. I had coffee, hot in a cup. I had breath to say good morning to. That counts as lucky to me. How about you? Ain't we lucky? Ain't we lucky? And it's lucky to know that we're lucky too. There's good fortune on the porch, and I'm lucky to be here with you. I was driving down the highway with my baby. The sun was in our eyes. We could still see where we were going. The wind was blowing. It came up over the rise. I looked over at her shoulders, at her face with her eyes shining in the light. We could see a big white valley. We were at ease. It was a beautiful sight. Ain't we lucky? Ain't we lucky? And it's lucky to know that we're lucky to. Four-leaf clovers all over. And I'm lucky to be here with you. Sun dropped lower, we could go where we had 2 tickets in our hand. Found a place to park, walking in the dark. And up from the horizon, the sound of the band. At this place where, for many years there, young and old could get together and play their songs. Found a clear view we could hear too. Sometimes everybody would sing along. Ain't we lucky? Ain't we lucky? And it's lucky to know that we're lucky too. Throwing horseshoes at bad news. And I'm lucky to be here with you. Woke up this morning, that was real good luck. I had coffee, hot in a cup. I had breath to say good morning to. That counts as lucky to me. How about you? Ain't we lucky? Ain't we lucky? It's lucky to know that we're lucky too. Good fortune on the porch, and I'm lucky to be here with you. Yeah, I'm lucky to be here with you. I'm lucky to be with Jack Saunders on the bass, Rick Richards on the drums. Thank you, fellas. I live in Austin, drove over from Austin today. One good thing about the Austin airport is they play singer-songwriters in there in the terminal. It's kind kind of neat. And you know how sometimes you can save a couple $100 if you take that 4:30 a.m. flight, you know? One time me and my daughter did that. And we were pretty miserable, you know, sitting in the gate area. But there's one song that I've written that mentions my daughter. And we were pretty miserable sitting in that gate area. And I heard this groove coming over the terminal, over the PA. And I was so foggy, nearly asleep, that I was like, man, I ripped that off. I got to hear what that is, because I know I stole that. And the good news was, it was myself. So I stole him from myself. And I'm going to steal from myself again tonight. My daughter and I both looked at each other at the same time, and we said, both at the same time, we said, that's my song. We were both right. Tighten up that string, stomp your foot on the floor. Find some words to sing, open up your door. Grow a tree, carve the wood, polish till it shines. Find a better way, something that saves time. Go on, light the way no one's ever seen. Bridge the gap, draw the map of the places in between. Make something, make your own. There's a statue waiting beside a block of stone. Take a hammer and a nail, build someone a home. Make something, make your own. That picture in your head, put it on the wall. Paint it on a cave, hang it in the hall. Change the oil, change the tire, get it rolling true. Do your best on the test, that's all that you can do. And if it's beautiful but useless, don't be ashamed. You gotta show it to your people, don't forget to sign your name. Make something, make your own. Now there's a statue waiting inside a block of stone. Twist the knob on the amp till you find the right tone. Make something, make your own. That restlessness to see what's over the next hill keeps you up at night, and it probably always will. So keep a fire burning on into the dark. If it keeps on raining, go on and build an ark. Fall in love, raise a child, teach her right from wrong. Build her up, raise her tough so she can write a song. Make something, make your own. Now there's a garden rising up from seeds that were sown. You can tell the story that the world has never known. But make something, make your own. While you can, make something, man. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. Well, you know how we used to sell CDs. You know, we used to buy CDs, and our cars used to have CD players in them. You know, and but then kind of vinyl started coming back. You know, vinyl LPs, and you can't play those in your car, but you can play them at your house. You know, you have to kind of. It's kind of a nice ritual to set the vinyl down and watch it spin. And my kids asked, they were like, Dad, is like the vinyl, is that a new thing or is that an old thing? And I said, yes. I've got a collection that's kind of growing thanks to some of my family giving me stuff, and my mom gave me some records, and in there was some old rock and roll records. She grew up down near Corpus Christi, and some of the records I was like, well, man, where did you get these? She said, you know, there's a story about that record. And rather than tell you the story, I'm going to sing you the story. Put it into a song. It goes like this. It was 1957, south of San Antonio. Blue Cadillac was stopped by the shoulder of the road. Gene was on his way to work, rolled the window down to see. Big man standing there said, can you help me please? In a Cadillac, a silk shirt, side of the road. A man by a flat tire was Fats Domino. On my way to Corpus Christi for a package show. With a nail in his tire, it was Fats Domino. Fats had been driving separate from the band. Gene was passing by, thought he could use a helping hand. So he jacked up the car, got the flat up in the air, twisted off the lug nuts and mounted up the spare. A Cadillac, a silk shirt, side of the road. The man by a flat tire was Fats Domino. Well, Gene could sing and yodel, he could play the steel guitar. Fats could play piano and he had a brand new car. Gene was used to bad roads, hazards on the way. Fats couldn't change a flat, but he had a show to play. Well, Gene's teenage kids could change a flat on their own. Fats gave a stack of records, Gene brought them home. His daughters jumped and danced to Blueberry Hill, but I'm Walking was the one that gave him such a thrill. A Cadillac, a silk shirt, side of the road. The man by a flat tire was Fats Domino. That night in '57 at the downtown Coliseum, 6,000 fans showed up to see him. Teenagers black and white, smiling, clapping hands. He never hit a flat note, Fats and his band. A Cadillac, a silk shirt, side of the road. The man by a flat tire was Fats Domino. He never hit a flat note, Fats and his band. Though he hit a sharp nail, he's helped out by this man. The moral of the story now you can plainly see. Don't pass a car by the road without looking in to see. You never know who the car's driver could be if you help you play a part in rock and roll history. A Cadillac, a silk shirt, side of the road. The man by a flat tire was Fats Domino. My granddad was a young man, but he helped to save the show. When he helped change a tire with Fats Domino. My granddad was a young man, but he helped to save the show. Hey, thank you. Well, my kid went to, I've got 4 kids. They've got me. One's 21, one's 16, one's 10, one's 8. I'm recovering. This is a great therapy for me playing for you guys because about 5 weeks ago I broke my collarbone wrestling 2-on-1 with the 8-year-old and 10-year-old. Playing WrestleMania, and I was feeling pretty strong and confident. And I was winning. I was winning, lost. I tripped on one of the, one of my opponents. Landed right on my shoulder. been wearing a sling. And I asked the doctor, I was like, hey, I'm planning on playing some music. And he said, well, you should be able to, as long as you have this medical device called a guitar strap. So it supports the weight of the guitar, and then I just move it right here. See, this thing stays still. This part moves. It's kind of a magic trick. So thank y'all for coming to my physical therapy appointment. Our oldest kid, I remember when he first went to summer camp, he went away for 3 weeks and came back 3 years older. And I figured out what it was caused by. It was caused by dance night. And he came back, he started asking me questions he never asked before, like, Dad, are you going to the grocery store? Because I need something there. And I was like, yeah, sure. What can I get for you? He said, well, it's a shampoo. Well, girls like the way it smells. And it's called, I said, sure, tell me, I'll look for it. He said, it's called Suave. And I found it, y'all. Coconut Suave. It's 99 cents. It smells like a pina colada. And girls do like the way it smells. Later that day, I was writing a song with a friend, and we were talking about that sudden growth in the child and sudden growth. And we wrote this song. It ended up being the title track of my last album. It goes like this. Well, the cottonwood taught me how to listen to the wind, and the willow showed me how to bend, and the mighty oak showed me how to stand strong in a storm, and all that can become of an acorn. And the cypress tree taught me how to hold on through a flood, keep my roots deep and I won't budge. And the pine tree taught me how to reach for the sky, and the cedar showed how to lay low and get by when it's dry. How I've grown, who I've come to be, these lessons learned, my history reads like the rings on a tree. Mother Nature's been my teacher all along. The rosewood on this guitar wrote this song, and the sweet magnolia brought me love on the southern summer breeze, and the giant redwood brought me to my knees. How I've grown, who I've come to be, these lessons learned, my history reads like the rings on a tree. I've learned that what's lost in the fall will bring new beginnings in the spring, and one more rain. How I've grown, who I've come to be, these lessons learned, my history reads like the rings on a tree. And it feels like the rings on a tree. Cheers, you guys. November 1st. I first started playing music in Austin when I moved there from Kerrville to go to college, and there was a place that was you could get I got a job on Tuesday nights playing in downtown Austin. It was I had written like 3 songs, and I went down to audition like at about 4 p.m. one day, and the owner checked out one of the songs. She was like, "Okay, yeah, you can have Tuesday nights." I said, "Done, I'll do it." And then I walked out, but I realized I didn't know what Tuesday nights, what you do on Tuesday nights. So I came back in, and she said, "Oh yeah, it's 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., $40, and all the natural light you can drink." And well, I could drink a lot of natural light back then, so it ended up being a pretty good deal. But having to play a 4-hour gig with the 3 songs I had, it kind of turned me into a songwriter, I think. Because I couldn't learn enough songs fast enough to fill that time. But I could make up a lot. Especially because nobody could tell me I got them wrong. You know what I mean? If I mess up the lyrics to On the Road Again, but you're going to tell me, hey, you messed up the lyrics. But if I write a song, you just go, I just don't like that song. You know, that's the worst you can say about it. Wrote a song, like I said, love songs. So I wrote a love song to a bar called Dry Creek, and it goes like this. Just a little way down Mount Bunnell Road, there's a little place where the beer is cold. Dry Creek Cafe and Dock, no place is better come 5 o'clock. Just off the lake, a 2-story bar. You know you're there when you see the cars. They're lined up and parked along. Jukebox playing a Guy Clark song. I wanna go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck, watch the sun go down. Well, there's a weathered deck right upstairs, a few odd tables and rusty chairs. Spring days when the hills are green, the view beats all I've ever seen. You feel the Texas sun warm on your skin. Ain't it good to be back again? People's voices with the swaying trees, honeysuckles on a gentle breeze. Now I wanna go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck, watch the sun go down. Well, Sarah owns the place. She lives in a shack, a green trailer parked out back. High-dollar condos closing in. She ain't thinking about giving in. The rumors go around with the offers they make for the little piece of land down by the lake. But she tells them all to go to hell. After 50 years she won't ever sell. I wanna go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck, watch the sun go down. The owner of Dry Creek was voted the meanest bartender in Austin. She was 93 years old, and she was voted meanest bartender in Austin for 10 straight years. And you couldn't bribe her with a tip and make her smile either, because you put the money down on the table, she'd say, "Tips go in the damn pig." Little pottery pig on the counter. She wouldn't touch your filthy money. And if you drank your one beer, you weren't getting another one until you bring your empty bottle back. I wrote a song about her place, and a friend of mine told her that I'd written a song about her place. She was not pleased. In fact, I avoided her for 10 years after I recorded this song. But I finally got invited to her birthday party. I showed up with a signed CD. It said, "For Sarah from Owen Temple." And she said, "Owen Temple. I've been knowing him a long time." And I told her, "I'll tell him you said hi." I was scared of her. Then a few years after that, I got a call from a Giddings, Texas pastor telling me his great aunt Sarah had passed away and would I come play the song at her memorial service. And I had to think about that. Because I'm not sure she would have wanted me there, but he said the family did. So I played the song. But I watched that coffin the whole time. She was the kind of lady that would throw you out of her memorial service if she didn't like what you were doing. But she didn't. So I think she liked it. So if you want to keep the bulldozers back, stop and get a drink at the Dry Creek Shack. Watch Lake Austin and a big blue sky. You won't ever have to ask me why. I want to go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck and watch the sun go down. I want to go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck and watch the sun go down. There's a lot of advice I can, that us parents can give our kids, and they love to hear our advice, They, no. Some advice that I cannot give my kids is I can't say to my sons, I can't say, guys, when you're down at the beach, when you're down at the coast, don't yell at girls from a balcony. Because I yelled at a girl from a balcony at the beach, and we've been married 25 years now. So I guess what I could say to them is, if you're going to yell at girls from a balcony on the beach, try and make it funny. That's all I can say. Because these little moments of destiny, you never know when your future is opening up. And so I wrote this song. It's called Fork in the Road. There never was a greater man than the one that just died. All his flaws and failings got swept to the side. Oh, the tender mercy of a bad memory that lets us forget what we don't want to see. In the Garden of Eden, God made a mistake. He should have said to Adam, don't eat that snake. Now you read in the news all that's wrong with the world. Pay $1 to the boys, 70 cents to the girls. People gonna do what they're gonna do till they don't. Sometimes folks will let you down, most times they won't. You might get hot or left in the cold every single moment of fork in the road. You don't miss a lover that you've never met. It's easy to quit smoking unless you smoke cigarettes. Thousands of people that you've never known are walking down roads that cross over your own. I got a half a mind to leave, half a mind to stay. Go on, flip a coin, let chance choose the way. Maybe I can love you best by not loving you at all. When your phone doesn't ring, it's me that didn't call. People gonna do what they're gonna do till they don't. Sometimes folks will let you down, most times they won't. You might get hot or left in the cold. Every single moment, a fork in the road. If you're so rich, how come you ain't smart? You got a fast horse but no wheels on your cart. Well, I've been in the woodshed, I've been through basic training. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. All your addictions tap on your shoulder, getting your attention, pulling you over. I got a head full of pictures of places I've seen. I'm a creature of habit, I need a new routine. People gonna do what they're gonna do till they don't. Sometimes folks will let you down, most times they won't. You might get hot or left in the cold. Every single moment, a fork in the road. Well, some folks say this life ain't enough. I deserve more than the days I used up. It's gotta go on forever to be worth the trouble. Giving one gift, their demands more than double. But 1 hour of life is more than I expected. Somehow I'm here 'cause many lovers connected. Matter, life, mind, culture grow like a tree. The universe keeps going through you and me. The people gonna do what they're gonna do till they don't. Sometimes folks will let you down, most times they won't. You might get hot or left in the cold. Every single moment, a fork in the road. A fork in the road. Thank you. This is a sing-along song. This is a song that you've known since you were 7 years old. At least you knew the words to it. This is about that human rite of passage where the older generation puts the younger generation in a car and drives off somewhere the kid doesn't want to go. Sitting in the back seat, Roy on the radio, antique road trip, 120 miles to go. On a Texas Panhandle Saturday night, Hotel 6 parking lot they left on the light. You're 12 years old, all summer long, in a car with your parents, singing old songs. The windows barely cracked, daddy's cigarette burning. You're reading paperbacks in a used Suburban. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? All summer long. There's a blue-lit swimming pool, end of the day. Pretty girl with her folks looking your way. Game room with Pac-Man, Donkey Kong too. Pocket full of quarters and big league chew. And the big green sign says it's still a long way, 100 miles from Dallas at the end of the day. Passed up the Dairy Queen 20 miles ago. It was on the wrong side, so your dad said no. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? All summer long. Sing one, would you? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? All summer long. Well, it's 30 years later down the same old roads. It's crazy how fast these kids have grown. Now you're the driver, you don't cut them any slack. You're trying to do it over while they're yelling from the back. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? All summer long. Are we there yet? Oh, are we there yet? All summer long. After my wife and I got married, we moved to Houston. We moved over to Hazard and Woodhead, I think just over here in this neighborhood. And it was great. It was, and we were here for a while. And there were some great times. And I remember Tropical Storm Allison coming and swimming. It was the first time I ever swam in the streets. For that, and saw kayak going down 59, ducking to get under the bridges, and we had some great times while we were here. And then we moved to Wisconsin for a little while, and these Texas kids moving up there, we bought a house that the previous owners said, well, you know, you're moving to Wisconsin, you don't need air conditioning, and this house doesn't have air conditioning. So we're like, yeah, that makes sense, you know. Houston, you need air conditioning, but up there, we don't. Yeah, you need air conditioning in Wisconsin. And so those summers that we were up there, you know, we'd nearly kill each other, but the falls were great. Fall and winter was great. So I wrote this song for my wife. It's called Cooler Weather. And it'd be one of the first times I play it, but this is a safe space, right? You know? Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. At that house with no AC, when you first moved in with me, we had our ball that fall, winter, and spring. Our love kept us warm through cold rain and thunderstorm, but we didn't know the trouble summer would bring. All summer long, we fought like dogs and cats. You annoyed me doing this, you hate when I do that. Blowing things out of proportion, the heat was going to our heads. We almost called it quits, and that was when you said, come on, now hold on, let's stay together. 'Cause 'cause I know that we can make it to the cooler weather. He said, come on, now hold on, let's stay together, 'cause I know that we can make it to the cooler weather. When that northern air blows through, I'll be looking around for you. I wanna see your face and I'll write you a letter. 'Cause when it starts getting cold, you're gonna want a hand to hold, and I know nobody feels that sweater better. All summer long, I fought like dogs and cats. You annoyed me doing this, and you hate when I do that. Blowing things out of proportion, heat was going to our heads. We almost called it quits. That was when you said, come on, now hold on, let's stay together, 'cause I know that we can make it to the cooler weather. You said, come on, now hold on, let's stay together, 'cause I know that we can make it to the cooler weather. We say things we do not mean, and we go to an extreme, boiling over, fighting to win. Your own way you like the best, and to hell with all the rest. When your temperature comes down, you're gonna want me back around. Said, come on, now hold on, let's stay together, 'cause I know that we can make it to the cooler weather. Said, come on, now hold on, let's stay together, 'cause I know that we can make it to the cooler weather. Said, come on, now hold on, let's stay together, 'cause I know we can make it to the cooler weather. Come on, now hold on, let's stay together, 'cause I know we're gonna make it to the cooler weather. We made it to the cooler weather, y'all. Was it last Friday? Yeah, I think it was last Friday. And did it rain over here? Yeah. Oh, man. A little bit? Okay. Well, it had been months. I know, and it's like we're all farmers again. It's like, oh, when is it going to rain? It's like, my grass needs it, you know. We all feel that sense of relief when it happens somehow, you know. It's in our blood, I guess. I grew up over in Mountain Home, which is west of Kerrville a little bit, where the rain falls even less frequently. Mountain Home is about 81 people in the town, and the chief exports of Mountain Home are cedar trees and scorpions. So most of the bolo ties you see that have a scorpion in it, that's from Mountain Home. So yeah, a little pride, a little community pride I've got. My dad, he said one thing about those scorpions. When I was a little kid, he said, those scorpions, they can walk on the ceiling. It's like, oh, whoa, yeah, that's pretty cool. Whoa. He's like, oh, and the other thing is in the winter they have infrared detection. That's one thing they can do. They can detect heat. So sometimes they'll walk on the ceilings, and when they detect heat in a bed or something, they'll drop into the bed. I was like, oh, okay. So, well, Dad, what do you do to prevent that? Like, what do you do to stop it? And he's like, oh, there's nothing you can do about it. It's like, oh, good story, Dad. Thanks. So then I'm still haunted by these nightmare scorpions. But, not everything's all, just because the hill country is beautiful doesn't mean that it's always beautiful. Sometimes there's scorpions, and sometimes There's even kidnappers. Yep, that's true. When I was a kid, in the New York Times, Mountain Home appeared because there was one family that was kidnapping hitchhikers on I-10 and putting them to work on their ranch. And yeah, so I figured out that I'm going to take that horror and I'm going to pass it on to you, kind of the same way my dad did with the scorpions on the ceiling. And I put it in a bluegrass song because, bluegrass is all about murders and, and so this is about, kidnapping. No big deal. No big deal. But Racehorse Haynes defended this family when they did get caught, and they always get caught, and they asked him, what's this defense going to cost us? And he said, everything you've got. And he got them off. He got them off. Just for only 20 years they had to go to Huntsville. So here's the bluegrass song for you, and it's kind of like a tourism to Mountain Home. Try to get y'all to come to Mountain Home. So here we go. He's going back to Mountain Home. Cedar, trees, and stone. He said he's been gone too long. He's going back to Mountain Home. Live oak and limestone and rivers when it rains. Big sky and cedar trees and cold, clear springs. Every shade of blue, every shade of green. He's had gray prison walls. He's due a change of scene. He's going back to Mountain Home. Cedar, trees, and stone. He said he's been gone too long. He's going back to Mountain Home. Well, that trouble at the ranch, it dragged down the family name. He said he got more than his share of the blame. He's been locked up in Huntsville for 20 years or so. Now the middle of nowhere is where he wants to go. He's going back to Mountain Home. Cedar, trees, and stone. He said he's been gone too long. He's going back to Mountain Home. That flashing yellow light intersection in town tells travelers take warning, but most folks don't slow down. With the post office closed, the wind's the only sound. He's headed home on a one-way Greyhound, going back Mountain Home. Cedar, trees, and stone. He said he's been gone too long. He's going back to Mountain Home. To that hilltop all alone. He's going back to Mountain Home. Have y'all ever seen a Walt Wilkins show? Walt Wilkins? Yeah. He comes through the Mucky Duck every now and then. You, if you can catch him, you should. He's one of our state's best songwriters, and he and I get together every couple of months at a park in Austin called Bull Creek Park. Big old concrete picnic table, about 8 oaks around the table, each of them about 200 years old. It's the best office I've ever worked in, And we'll write songs there. best thing about writing songs with a friend like that is you end up talking about what's really going on in your lives. You know, you don't really just sugarcoat things. You talk about what's really going on because nobody wants to hear a song called "I'm Fine, Thanks." You know, it's just so we end up talking about what we're really thinking about. And one time he came down there and he was saying, you know, celebrating your birthday just once a year is not near enough. And I kind of knew what he meant by that. So we wrote a song that day that kind of answered how often we ought to be celebrating our birthday. A place to start and a place to go, a mind, a heart, and an open road. It all can go a million ways, highs and lows, days, a fire at home, and work to do, and some hard seasons to get through. Some fly like arrows, some feel like a maze, a path wide and narrow. Days, the sunrise, the sunset, what's behind and what's not yet. A chance to ride the light before it fades. They're all gifts, days. You turn around, you grow and change. Everything around you will do the same. 'Cause life moves in circles and he moves in waves. It's blessedly simple. You get days. The sunset, what's behind and what's not yet. A chance to ride the light before it fades. They're all gifts, days. A chance to ride the light before it fades. They're all gifts, days. A chance to ride the light before it fades. They're all gifts, days. Was anybody particularly pleased with your Halloween costume last night? Anybody particularly pleased with them? Me and my wife were peanut butter and jelly, and I was particularly pleased with that. That's one of my favorite meals, and I kind of like being represented by that. I think Shane was Jason from Halloween, was pouring blood mixed drinks last night. So good thing you missed that. Do a new song for you. This is one I wrote with Gabe Rhodes. Yeah, you know Gabe Rhodes, all right. I see that look in your eye from the daily grind. It's getting you awful bored and saving every dime, working overtime. So I think we can afford to lock the doors, load up the Ford, get away and go down to the Gulf of Mexico. It ain't exotic, it ain't Hawaii, but the time still rolls slow. You feel it in the air, you drop your cares and margaritas start to flow. Feet in the sand, on the edge of the land, watching the seagulls blow around on the Gulf of Mexico. In summers of the past, they went by so fast, you piled into the back of the car. And you'd fight all the way till your father would say, "Kids, do you know where we are?" 'Cause when you'd get close, salt air from the coast, like a blanket through the window, would be covering you with the Gulf of Mexico. The jellyfish sting and the pelicans sing, and the waves are sometimes brown, and shrimp are all you can eat. You're walking around in the heat, and locals welcoming you to the town. An American treasure, common man's Riviera. Come on, let's go. It's yours and it's mine, it's the Gulf of Mexico. Yes, it's yours and it's mine, it's the Gulf of Mexico. Hey, what's that?
Is that a protest song?
Oh, it's about my childhood memories. I was younger then. I didn't know how to protest. So. Unless it involved me not getting candy at the convenience store, I'd protest that pretty vigorously. My dad had an 8-track tape, and I'd hear songs like Willie Nelson and Johnny Cash and Roger Miller. My early life lessons were things like from Johnny Cash, like, "Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Owen. Don't take your guns to town." So I still haven't brought my guns to town. And I'm on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. And then this one. This is the one that taught me how to drink. This is one that Roger Miller wrote. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, make you wanna holler, hidey-ho. Burn your tummy, don't you know? Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, grape wine in a mason jar, homemade and brought to school by a friend of mine. And after class, me and him and this other fool decided we'd drink up what's left. Chug-a-lug and we helped ourselves, the first time for everything. My ears still ring, chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Make you wanna holler, hidey-ho, burns your tummy, don't you know? Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. 4-H and an FFA, field trip to the farm. Me and a friend sneak off behind this big old barn where we uncovered this covered of moonshine still. Chug-a-lug and we drank our fill. I swallowed it with a smile. Run 10 miles, chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Make you wanna holler, hidey-ho, burn your tummy, don't you know? Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Jukebox and a sawdust floor, something like I ain't never seen. Hey, I'm just going on 15, with the help of my finagling uncle. I get snuck in for my first taste of sin. I swallowed it with a smile. Run 10 miles, chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Make you wanna holler, hidey-ho, burns your tummy, don't you know? Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, chug to the chug.
That was nice to hear again.
Oh, yeah. I've known him, I've been singing that since I was 6 years old, which is not really, I think that was part of why they kept encouraging me to sing it, because it was funny to hear a 6-year-old singing about drinking moonshine. But that song was written by a Texan who moved up to Nashville, Roger Miller. And Willie Nelson is a Texan that moved up to Nashville, and Waylon Jennings is Walt Wilkins moved up to Nashville. So when I started writing songs, I just knew I had to move up to Nashville at some point. And so me and my buddy saved our money, and we'd written a few songs, and we decided we were going to go take our shot. We were going to go up there and get our break. And so we drove up there. It was the achy breaky summer, and so it wasn't a good time for kind of soulful folk country, But we went up there anyway, and we made it for a while, So about 7 days we were up there, and failed to make any impressions on anybody except at the all-you-could-eat buffet, where they were pretty impressed with us. And we wrote this song on the way back, and I'm so lucky that I've found places like the Mucky in Houston, and the Cactus Cafe in Austin, Saxon Pub in Austin, and Poor David's in Dallas, and the Blue Door in Oklahoma, where songwriters and are, it's our storytelling tradition here in Texas, and other places don't necessarily have it. So thank y'all for supporting the Mucky Duck, and tip your bartenders like crazy, and just leave money all around in here because they deserve it, and appreciate y'all coming. This is a song we wrote leaving Nash Vegas. Tennessee Highway, take me home to see my Texas babe. Tennessee Highway, me home to see my Texas babe. I've been in and out of every bar here in Nashville, seen nothing but broken promises and empty dreams. Everyone here thinks they're on the verge of stardom. Nothing here is what it seems. Tennessee highway, Tennessee highway, take me home to see my Texas baby. Grand Old Opry that ain't playing in the rhyme. They moved it out of town down the road a little way. They say it's the same, and I know it's something different from old Hank Williams' day. Tennessee highway, Tennessee highway, home to see my Texas baby. This motel room is filled with songs that don't ring true. Doing what I love don't make sense like it used to. Deep down inside, I guess I always knew this Tennessee road would lead back to you. Tennessee highway, Tennessee highway, take me home to see my Texas baby. Tennessee highway, Tennessee highway, take me home to see my Texas baby. There's another hero of mine that went up to, that went from Tennessee down to Texas, and you can see a big statue of him. He's just north of, just near Huntsville, 65 feet tall, all in white, like a apparition by the side of the road. I had some Canadian friends that were driving down to Houston, and they were driven like for 14 straight hours, and they were all running out of their favorite coffee, but they saw something white like on the road, you know, something like a UFO or something. And they got closer and closer, and he got bigger and bigger, and they're like, who is that guy, you know? And I played this song for him to teach him who he is. This is kind of an audio comic book, you guys. It's a song I wrote with Adam Carroll, and we tried to, you know, y'all are busy. You don't have time to read a big old thick book about Sam Houston. In fact, y'all are so busy, y'all may not even have time for like a comic book about Sam Houston. But we boiled it down even further into about a 3-minute song. And, if you feel like it, sing along. All you have to, when I say Old Sam, clap your hands twice and go Big Sam. So it'll be like Old Sam, Big Sam. You got it. It'll be like Old Sam. You got it. Here goes. Well, Timber Ridge, Virginia, There's a mighty fine place from that soul sprung, a leader of the human race. He had eyes full of thunderstorms and hair like gold. He was 7 feet tall when he was 6 years old. Old Sam. Old Sam. Well, down in Alabama in 1812, he and Andy Jackson raised all kind of hell. He got shot by an arrow, but he had no fear. Hero was the job he chose for his career. Old Sam. Old Sam. Sam got tired of being the governor of Tennessee, so the Raven flew south to live with the Cherokee. And he slapped a nasty congressman right in the face. He said, y'all go to hell. I'm gonna find a better place for old Sam. Old Sam. It's halftime, you're doing great. So he rambled on down to western Arkansas. He kicked around in Oklahoma, where he took up with a squaw. Well, in those days, Texas was damn near Mexico. And old Sam decided next, that's where he's gonna go. Old Sam. Old Sam. Yeah, and that old Santa Ana was a dictator and a thief. Getting him thrown out of Texas was a mighty big relief. After swatting Santa Ana like he would a pesky fly, he drank a river full of whiskey and ate a piece of pie. Old Sam. Old Sam. And Sam told folks not to start a civil war. And they told Sam to go find the door. He sired 8 kids on the Gulf Coast plain. They don't bear his scars, but they all bear the name. Old Sam. Old Sam. When that statue was delivered to the committee in Huntsville that ordered it, David Addix, I think, was the artist. David Addix, yeah. He delivered it, and they said that it wasn't ideal. In fact, it was not what they needed beside the road. They said part of the statue was a little too big to be by the road. Not Sam Houston's head, not Sam Houston's feet, but right in the middle, something too big. And they asked the artist to reduce the size of a piece of the Sam Houston statue. This is a true story, y'all. This man had 8 children. He was a Texas hero. Yet they asked David Addix to sand off several feet of Sam Houston's package. It's not a chapter in our history I'm proud of. Especially when I was interviewing the ladies at the gift shop about this. And they were telling me it was true. But they were most disappointed by the fact that they failed to capture any of that dust that was flying off the sander. And that they, because think how much we would all pay for just a small vial of Sam Houston's package. Quite a bit. We'd all pay quite a bit. Well, Sam Houston stood tall, he was true and tough. And that statue's pretty big, but it ain't big enough for old Sam. For old Sam. One last time for old Sam. Big Sam. In case you haven't seen it, that's about what it looks like. Well, we got time for a few more. Hey, thanks for coming down to the Mucky Duck tonight. If there's anything in particular you want to hear, let me know, and then maybe I know it still. Ooh, good one. Good one. Oh, man.
Swear it off again.
Dude, oh my gosh.
James Blues.
James. You know what? Thank you guys so much. Man, those are some fun songs, and you know, I can remember some of them. I'll do the one I can remember right now. Ooh, man. You guys... Y'all did your homework. Oh my gosh, I thought, you never know who's at the show, I think y'all could all just stumbled in because, you like the looks of the place, Thank y'all for listening to music, man. Oh, that means so much to me. Well, yeah, we'll do a couple of those. How about that? I mentioned that that first bar I played in was called O. Henry's Back 40, and there was one guy that clapped for every song I played, even though he was the only person in the bar. And the other thing that impressed me is he clapped for my songs. Then during my break, he'd go up to the jukebox and play James Brown songs. And I was like, he likes me and James Brown. That was pretty cool. So I'm going to do this song for James. James washed dishes at a barbecue place, this street downtown. He'd get his pay and he'd go next door to drink that money down. I was just getting started, playing guitar, and I met him there. I finished the song, he'd clap his hands, no one else would. He didn't care. He'd yell out, play Whiskey River, and I played it the best I could. I'd take a break and he'd say, man, you're really sounding good. I shook his rough dishwashing hands. He said his name was James. And he'd go back to playing that pool every evening. Same old thing. He'd been drinking away every single dollar. I'd play the song, then he'd holler, he'd clap his hands, make everybody smile. No wife, no kids, just a job in Austin. There's no telling all the drinking cost him. I haven't seen James in a while. I haven't seen James in a while. Well, James would ask the bartender for a ride home now and then. He said he lived a few blocks down at the Capitol Inn. Well, the bartender dropped him off, but James walked right on past. He didn't quit walking till he laid down beneath a busy underpass. He'd been drinking away every single dollar. I'd play the song, they'd eat, holler, he'd clap his hands, make everybody smile. No wife, no kids, just a job in Austin. No telling all the drinking cost him. I haven't seen James in a while. I haven't seen James in a while. James got drunk as usual, ended up in jail. The owner of the barbecue place came down and paid the bail. But when they got back to the place, she said, now James, I've got to let you go. James walked out that door forever, and the rest, I don't know. They've been drinking away every single dollar. I'd play the song, they'd holler, he'd clap his hands, everybody smile. No wife, no kids, no job in Austin. One more thing, the drinking cost him. Haven't seen James in a while. Haven't seen James in a while. Cheers, you guys. Here's to your November. I hope it's the month with the greatest holiday at the end of it.
Cheers, November.
Here's a song I wrote with Kelly McWee. We wrote about our, I've got 4 kids, and I think 4 kids is a lot, I like them all, and I'm glad I met them all, they've made me a better person. I didn't want to be a better person. I was happy with, each one may be a little better, and I liked how I was before, But I like how I am now, too. So I appreciate what they taught me. Like a lot of our great-grandparents, they had my great-grandparents had 8 kids, and my grandfather was the 8th of 8 kids. So I'm glad that they thought 8 was a good number. I guess I'm glad, 8, I feel like we have our whole family now, So this is a song me and Kelly McWee wrote for our kind of a tribute to the people that got us here. That is your parents and great-grandparents and grandparents. Cheers to them. Some of them were together for 70 years. Some of them for less. But it was enough to get you here. So. He had the smell of tobacco smoke on his clothes. Didn't look a day over 17 years old. She had the smell of magnolia on her hair and a southern drawl that stretched from here to there. They didn't know what they were doing. They knew it felt good. Turned out they didn't care about the why or should. He took her to the movie. She took his name. And they moved to Texarkana when the baby came. Left turns and right turns get us here. All the beautiful accidents over the years look good on you. They look good on you. They look good on you. Right on the line, you grew up like a weed, swimming in the Red River, all elbows and knees. 10 years later, and a few states away, my first job got me down the interstate. I stopped into a place I didn't know of before. Hands in my pockets, both feet on the floor. I was headed for the door, sick of standing around. Somehow I saw you, so I cut through the crowd. Left turns and right turns get us here. All the beautiful accidents over the years look good on you. They look good on you. They look good on you. I do, I said I do too. Beautiful accidents, beautiful accidents, beautiful accidents. They look good on you. They look good on you. Good on you. So good on you. Good on you. Thanks so much for coming down to Mucky Duck tonight. I know there's not a lot going on in the world right now, but I appreciate y'all stopping in and getting together with music. I think music is one of those things that brings us together in a cool way, so thank y'all for supporting places where that happens. You know, who was the first Texas singer-songwriter? Who do you think was the first Texas singer-songwriter? Wasn't Willie Nelson. Bob Wills, that's a good guess, but no, not Bob Wills. He's from Turkey, Texas. But and not even Jimmy Rogers. He lived in Kerrville for a little while, so we could call him a Texas singer-songwriter. But I'm talking about something you learned about in 8th grade Texas history. Cabeza de Vaca. He was the first Texas singer-songwriter. Shipwrecked on Galveston Island, and his tour started like a lot of bands tours. You know, they needed some funds. And in fact, they needed clothes. They'd use their last bit of clothes to make their last boat that failed. But they did have a badass band name, Cabeza de Vaca. And they just started playing mostly house concerts, backyard parties, and Green Hall. But here's the story of those first gigs. And wrote this with Gordy Quist and Adam Carroll. It goes like this. Thanks again for coming, y'all. Across the land, I'm spoken of. Wise as a snake, tame as a dove, just like a wolf in sheep's clothes. Shake the dust off my feet before I go. I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. I walk the land you've never seen before. I'm on a mission to conquistador. Might be your slave, might be your king. I'll be what you want, be your everything. I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. Got bells and beads, I'll give you some. There's a whole lot more where that comes from. I'll make a sign across your head, make you shake and dance, gonna raise the dead. I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. I'll walk on ways, fix your health, get what you need to save yourself. You might lose your house, might lose your home, but I'll give you back more than you have known. Put you in the black, shake your bones, be your dealer, your healer, your only one. I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. I need, y'all. Jack Saunders on the bass guitar. Rick Richards on the drums. I'm Owen Temple. Thank y'all for coming to Mucky Duck tonight. Thanks so much.